Gay is in, gay is hot. I want some gay, gay it's gonna be.
You are welcome! Ow, 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 ow. Hello. Does a little quick audio check. Ow. Hey, KazVT. How you doing, cutie?
Hello, Gordon.
Hello, Cat and Mouse. You were just waiting to push that button, weren't you? So, we originally thought about doing Cult of the Lamb, but it's just, we weren't really feeling it. Hi, Queen. You're a cutie, KazVT. You're a cutie. I was watching Kaz's stream last night. Having trouble hearing you. Hang on a second. Oh, there, better. Yeah, there you go. Much better. Sorry. When you were far away from your mic, I couldn't hear you. Swallow that microphone. Deep throat it. Hey. Hey. So, we're gonna play some more City of Heroes Homecoming because we are, you know, I guess this is just becoming a thing now. This is becoming a series, I guess. You know, City of Heroes Homecoming until morale improves, episode 2. I guess it's just what we're doing now. Bonk. Oh, unknown command, bonk. I'm typing it wrong, aren't I? Ah. Okay. Well, what do you want to work on today? What do you want to, like, do quest-wise? What do we got? What's on the agenda? Guys... Ooh! Women? I like that. I like that. I like women. Talk to... I'm sure you're famous, stranger, but this is Gumbo. I can't really be bothered at the moment. Take no offense, of course. Barrow sent me. He said that you would listen if I had his endorsement. Did he now? Next time you see Billy Stick, tell him his good conscience is growing barnacles. I swear the longer we go on out here, the more everyone wants kumbaya to just set in. We're losing our minds. Like the Monarch? Yeah, like the Monarch, but that's not your concern. Quit dancing your jaw and tell me what you're really here for. I want to talk to the carnival troopers you have in lockup. Now, you're out of your mind, girl. No one talks to them on my watch. I told the old man not to trust them in the first place. If you'll excuse me, I got other matters that demand my full and undivided attention. I could take some of that off your plate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could. I'd be stretching the whole obstinate thing if I ignored your help, so here goes. My lookouts say that cell of dust rangers is set up in the camp near the compound. A dust cell shouldn't be this far west, not normally anyway. I really don't need them embedded so closely to the compound right now. I need you to scout the ward, find out if Dust has any operations planned here, and if so, the location and their staging ground. After that, finish the job. I can do that. Find out where the compound is hiding, what they're doing here, and drive them away. Your best bet is to bust some dust heads up over in the free fire zone, their normal stomping grounds, and get some of them to talk. Once you're done, we can see about letting you into the prisoners. Find the location of the dust cell. So defeat 5 dust soldiers in First Ward. And let's see if I can talk to Nadia now. Ow! Short person range? You know what? That's valid. That's valid. That's valid. Big Top Almighty. If the only way to get people out of their cages is to rough up some dust rangers and do it already. Okay. She just wants me to go rough up some dust rangers. Okay. Fine. If that's what she wants. Please, please. This is City of Heroes. Nobody is murdered. Everyone is just, air quotes, defeated. Defeated. Which everybody survives. They just go to a prison compound or something. Fractured spirit emerges. You know what I forgot to do? I was going to put the year of this. This game came out in 2004 originally. Audio's going to cut out for a second. There, put it in the stream description. Okay, these are resisting. Why are we fighting our own? These are not Dust Rangers. Yeah, I will follow you. You are extremely bouncy. Oh, there you are. Ah! I keep outrunning you. Oh, wow. They're purple. The wrong button. My box is dead. Can't have that. Hey, cat, talk to me. I think the audio balance is fine on stream, but my audio balance in my headset is bad. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to crank Discord up. I think it's a case of the game is too loud in my headset. So I'm trying to do a little bit of audio balancing right now. Blue bound. There we go. Aw. Reginald died. Drive away the dust cell. First ward. I think I've got a door mission now. Is that a door mission? So yeah, this game first came out in its original form in 2004. So this very much sort of qualifies for the whole retro aesthetic. The whole Homecoming thing is kind of like a remaster? Kind of. Not in your traditional sense of a remaster, but it's at least playable, I suppose. Yeah, it's a door mission. Should I wait for you? Okay. There you are. Cool. Seems like an ad hoc base operations for dust cell plaguing the compound. From the looks of things, the Rangers haven't been here very long. Ooh, you have the big guy. The big boy. Yeah, Dust Rangers. Whole building full of them. They win. Alpha. Yeah, they do. I was about to say we had a runner, but I got him. Another packet over here. Little clump. A cluster. A mob of mobs. Yeah. I've actually used a bunch of end. I actually need to use my rest ability. There we go. My little maintenance drone died. Wait, no, it's still alive. But it has like 1 HP left. Yeah. We can't let me be too overpowered. Oh, hi. Here's a group. I still can't hear you. Oh. Oh. A packet of crisps? I lost a robot. All I know is it says Doom and Bird. I don't know what this means though. Ah, very good. I'm guessing it's down on the first floor, not the second floor. Oh, it's on the second floor. Okay. Hello. Hello. You're still bunking me. Why do you continue to bunk me? George Rage! Ah. This is the traumatized version. Gotcha. I mean, what is cops in this world, really? I mean, I think Dust Rangers is about as close as you get right now. Oh, nice. Transhumanism. All right. Uh-oh. 1 second. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I mean, that's a type of emotional support, I'd say. Attack dogs. Exactly. So, yes, it is. So the Human Rights Campaign released their logo that they're going to be using at all of their HRC events for the next year for Pride Month. And they are doing a resistance theme. It is a big eagle with Progress Pride flag feathers in color. We're talking like the full 6 colors of the Pride flag, and trans, and brown, and black. I have sort of a sordid history with the Human Rights Campaign. They've done some bullshit in the past that made me really angry. Ooh. He wants to make a deal. Captain Muldoon taps his comlink and tells the Dust forces under his command to stand down. He turns his attention to you. Listen, friend. I could cite some outlandish protocol in the Dust rules of engagement that allows for parley with third-party aggressors, but I don't want to waste your time, and I'll skip straight to the introduction. I'm Captain Muldoon of the Dust Cell. I report to Colonel Vargas of DSEC on the Free Fire Zone. Who might you be? Powers Division or something? I have 2 options. Nice try, Captain. Here's how it plays out. I ask you questions and then I break your neck. And the other is, or something. Captain, you and your men immediately make a tactical withdrawal. It's like, are we going to be assholes about this, or are we going to be polite about this? What do you think, Cap? She would do the more polite one, I think. You're offering us a chance to retreat? Clemency? In exchange for what? You wanted to parley, so here we are. Tell me why your cell is so close to the compound. I can't really say much more than Dust is having a bit of an organizational crisis at the moment. DSEC sent my cell on a scouting mission to check out the sectors of Eltontown beyond the fringes of the Free Fire Zone. If we were to record anything out of the ordinary that we could find and report back, my cell isn't the only one on the mission, it's just the one that ran into me. Shove off, Captain. Leave the compound alone. Understood. All units stand down and fall back. Let them withdraw. Mission complete. Yeah, that's sort of the way I interpret it. It's like, am I going to be a dick or am I going to be a not a dick? And this character would be not a dick about it. You know? I persuaded the cell captain to have his men make a tactical withdrawal. You let them go? Are you insane? What in the ward made you think that was a good idea? I don't have to explain myself to you. We had a deal. Alright, girl, you go right on ahead with those pacifist notions and we'll see how far that gets you out here in the gumbo. But the deal we struck, don't forget, it included finding out why this particular Dust cell had rampaged so far out in the Free Fire Zone. The captain said Dust was having a, quote, organizational crisis. Now, what's that supposed to mean? That's all I got. Let me see Monarch. Deal's a deal, but listen up. Already told you Monarch is a good man. Still is, but he's tore up from the floor. What with this obsession about his daughter he's never had. I'd tread lightly around that issue. I certainly wouldn't get my hopes up about him. You see, the carnies we have in the clink, that's just not gonna happen. Not the way I see it, anyway. I'll take my chances. It was a pleasure, Hetman. What an unfortunate name. Hitman! My name is Hitman. I'm aggressively heterosexual. It's one of those, like, they accuse us of creating our whole identity around, like, you know, being trans or being gay or whatever. Here's literally a guy who's basing his entire personality around being a heterosexual white guy. Alright, going in. I'm waiting for the other ball to drop on this one. Or the other shoe to drop. I'm pretty sure something's gonna happen like, yeah, he didn't know he had a daughter, but turns out, oh, yeah, actually I do. It just, I didn't know this. You know, bullshit happened. You know, life happened. That's what I'm fully expecting. We'll see if that plays out. Tiny rage! All but fierce. I'm into it. The Monarch. The Monarch indeed seems rather unstable. He's holding several small watercolor portraits of his imaginary daughter that he's painted by hand. As he flips through the various portraits, his emotions and moods span the gamut, from speechless mourning to quiet chuckles and tear-filled nostalgia. It's about time we met, wouldn't you say? You must forgive my Hetman. He has a suspicious heart, one burdened more so by the concerns he had for me. We fought in the Hamadan Wars together. Anna was only a child then. A watercolor painting of Anna, age 9, posing on a tireless bike. Your Hetman thinks you're nuts, so does the rest of the compound. They do a better job of minding their manners in my presence regarding the matters than you do. What do you want of me? Let me speak to the carnival troopers you have here at the compound. Never. They stole her. They're hiding her from me. Those garish, iniquitous wretches will rot there unless their co-conspirators bring her back, and I will muster the compound for war if it is not soon. The man begins to froth at the mouth with rage. Monarch, you need help. What if I found this daughter of... What if I found Anna? The Monarch nods quickly at the offer, smiling as if in rapture. He hands you many of his watercolor portraits of Anna. Yes. Finally, someone sees that my madness is only loss and my mind is my own. Take the picture. You must find her. Let me speak to the carnival troopers and we have a deal. Her childhood nickname is Antebellum, given to her when we withdrew back to Eltontown because she reminded me of the days before the war. She should have been born then in happier times. That bicycle, the one without tires, it was her favorite friend in the whole world simply because she wanted it to protect from the other bicycles that made fun of it. What? Hey, Ron, how's it going? She was once convinced that she was allergic to stained glass, too, but she got over that and I taught her to paint. Fine, you may treat with the carnival troopers, but it'll help you... If it'll help you bring my daughter back, the psychic one named Candlestick, speak to him. The others will remain silent in silent protest at their incarceration. I'll show him the picture. Maybe it'll jog his memory. You cannot enter. Oh, we have to go this way. Okay. We go up the stairs, apparently. We have a guard. Oh, I could just go in and talk to them. Candlestick. Eck, ack. It's another cake eater from the compound. About to ask Mr. Candlestick if he's now willing to give up the skinny on the fake girl's whereabouts. Quiet. I'm here on behalf of Mistress Nadia. Candlestick laughs at you. Next time, friend, you should lead with that. Tell the old mistress we're fine so far, and we're just waiting the rest of the carnival to attack the compound and free us from this so-called crime. Pass on, too, my apologies for surrendering to the monarch's accusations, and that I did it partly out of whimsy, partly out of a plan to shake the fool's head back on straight. Turns out that didn't work as well as it did in my own head when I was making it up. He still thinks we have his imaginary daughter taken to taken hostage somewhere. So what's the plan? The plan is that we find the imaginary daughter. That makes no sense whatsoever. I love it. Where do we start? Show Candlestick the watercolor portrait of Anna. Okay, now that's just creepy. Even for the gumbo, that's just yuck. Therefore, and rightly so, in the name of mighty nonsense, press that watercolor picture right against my forehead. You hold the portrait of Anna up to Candlestick's forehead, and he seems to go into a powerful psychic trance. Or at least he pretends that he does. Whoa, Nelly! She's a real live girl. File that under a big say what? As easy as kiss my hand. She's here in the ward. She's here in the ward. Where? My brain pan's talents are only capable of so much. All I can read is this girl is alive and nearby. You're gonna need Mistress Nadia's sorceress powers to determine her exact whereabouts. Take her picture too. It's making my head itch. We've almost got you out of here, Candlestick. Stay safe. Yeah, okay. Probably right so far. Moving on. I mean, for me, I call it the fluff. The floof. Yes. Floof is equal to cute. Okay, Mistress Nadia. So now, child, what do we hear? An imaginary daughter turns out to be a real live girl, eh? Mistress Nadia is feeling a crazy quilt coming our way, and you can bet on that. Hand me that portrait of the monarch painted of his daughter, and let's see if I can scry where she might be hiding, Usually the mojo go double time with a link like this one, so personal and made by hand and all caught up in sorrow. Let me know when you're ready to find Little Miss Watercolor here. My peoples in the carnival aren't out of danger yet, you know. The spirits that paved your way into the ward are pleased with you. They have blessed my small part in it, for which I'm grateful. They will keep us in contact from now on. Ask about available missions. The Quotidian Ragbag. Finale. Thou shalt in thy daughter see. This picture has some strong power in it. Whatever the rest of the gumbo thinks, the Loas are telling... I don't know. I don't really like it when it's like the Loas are used as a stand-in for, you know, fakey religion, because that's an actual real-life religion that exists in the real world. I don't know, it feels a little weird, you know? 2004, everybody! The Loas also say that our watercolor moves around a bunch. I am seeing a slaver den. I'm not sure if she's there now or not. In any case, she has been there. So that's your first step. Go to the slaver den, find out what you can. Its operation is run by a dreg with mighty high notions of himself called Taggart. Make sure he and his people in that compound is protected. Although, look for her there. Make the spirits proud, and be sure to question any slaves you find in that den, too. The more we know of this watercolor girl, the easier the Loas can help bring her home. Alrighty. Yeah, it's like... I think so, yeah. It's sort of like use the mystical fictional religion being like Mormonism or something Christianity based, you know, because it's like, it's weird and I don't understand it, so I'm going to use it as a basis for a fictional thing, you know? Regs. Cult worshiper. Shepherds. There are multiple villain groups here. Raider Dregs. Raiders are toughened survivalists who embody the phrase kill or be killed. These scavengers often take to robbing, killing, or enslaving the citizens of First Ward in order to sustain themselves. Yep, this is a big old prison compound. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Yes, I've seen her. She tried to free us once. Oh, that's a guy with a resisti. Resisti! That's a stupid name. Whatever, we're keeping it. We're the Resisti. Yes, I'm actually making an Invader Zim reference. Which is more like cartoons and shit from like the 2000s aughts. Yeah, I recognize the girl in the painting. She's one of the shepherds. Interesting. Interesting. And she's with the shepherds. We need to find out more about who the shepherds are. Check out the side rooms. Nothing so far. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a reference to the rebel faction that fights against the Urkin invaders in the series Invader Zim. The Resisti. That's a stupid name. Okay, you're with the shepherds. Often driven to the shepherds to enact vigilante justice upon slavers and derelicts of the First Ward, these formerly heartless citizens are now fanatically loyal cult members. I now know less than when we started. Oh, second floor. I think you and I just unintentionally did a pincer maneuver. By coming at this group from two different angles. Elevators. Uh-huh. AoE attack, go! Yes, we're the Resisti. That's a stupid name. Exactly. That's why I'm having fun with this. It's stupid. But it's just an example of this is the sort of thing you can do in this game. You can just create stupidly OP builds and then take on big challenges with them. And just steamroll them. Oh. I almost lost a robot there. I mean, it's a superheroes game. I kind of like that as sort of fitting with the whole, I guess, fictional positioning, you know? That... Okay, 2004 game. Sometimes the ragdoll engine does weird shit. Okay. That song is actually called Entry of the Gladiators. Oh yeah, it was intended to be a serious, like, march music, but it's so silly that people use it for circuses. Oh, you just dinged. Congrats. I am so far behind you. Luckily, the nice thing about this game is that it handles level scaling pretty well, so it's like we're completely different levels, and it's still just, whatever, it'll scale, it'll flow. NBD. This is the elevator we came up. Backtracking. Also, a fun fact that our viewers may not know is that this UI is completely customizable. You can change the colors, you can move all of these elements around, which is actually pretty impressive for a game from 2004. Just set it up this way because that's the way it's comfortable for me. Slave Master Taggart. He's up there on a balcony. I lost a robot. Resummon my lost robot. Did he surrender and wants to talk? Yeah, speak to him. Alright, where is he? Oh, there he is. Hold on now! You're from the PPD, right? I got no beef with you. Actually, no, I'm with the Resistance. Well, I did, but that was back Cole's side. It's what got me shipped into the ward in the first place. Or maybe you're not a cop. I don't really care. Just hear me out. Tell me where she is. Show the picture of Taggart the picture of Anna. You gotta be kidding me. You saw that Shepherd group attacking my operation, right? You couldn't have missed it. Who do you think runs that group? She ain't here with them today, but she sure did send them. You can probably find her at the Haven, defunct warehouse due east of here, skirting the free fire zone. You could have made this easier on yourself, Taggart. Now looky here. We got us a mud belly with conflicting principles. Kinda like them high horse shepherds out there wrecking the joint. The only thing is, you do know even though you go through me, they're not gonna play nice with you when you go looking for their leader, girly, right? I'll take my chances. And he passes out. Mission complete. And the fun part is we're actually allied with a group of carnies. The circus folk are on our side. They call themselves the Carnival of Light in this dimension. And it's another door mission. Yes. Thank you, Devil May Cry. Alright, so what else was there to talk about? The next episode of our show, of our Vampire the Masquerade campaign, Blood of the Triad, comes out this evening, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's episode 10. When everything starts going sideways. I'm so excited. It's already automatically selected. It is the resisti. Oh, goody. So, is it a death cult? That's the question. Yeah. I'm looking at you right now with the narrow eyes going, are you serious or is that a bit? Or is this DM being gremlin? Hmm. Let's throw overwhelming force at these people. Warn Lady Anna, this is no drag we face. Ooh, they have vengeance. Did you hear what Lady Anna plans to do next? I like the torches. Very, yeah, very death cult, yeah. I have a laser rifle. You have torches that are on fire. We are not the same. Are we the cops? Are we the baddies? I don't know. I need Silver Catboy to come in here and interpret for my autism. I need Silver Catboy to come in and be the autism whisperer. Exactly. We had a runner. I dealt with it. Defeated. Defeated. I saw the word Doomsayer and I immediately read Doomscroller. And I'm like, yeah, I was gonna say, that checks out. Yeah, we've already been up for an hour. 1 hour, 7 minutes, according to my OBS. The Vampire the Masquerade will be on the other channel, which is Transec PT TRPG. For those interested in that. Also, I have been doing something on my Blue Sky where I am very intentionally promoting the voices of trans content creators who are discussing trans oppression in their own voices. I'm trying to do a different one every day, and I'm going to keep going as long as I can, honestly. I know quite a few, so I thought it's going to be going for quite a few weeks, I think. At least a couple of weeks. Oh, there's Anna. Found her. Are you one of the ones I spoke of? How dare you meddle in our affairs? Who was it that sent you? Stay your hand, I surrender. Everyone stay back. Old, I will surrender to... Who was it? Taggart? Dusk? Who sent you? Calm down, Anna. Taggart? You mean the slave master? I shut his operation down. You did? Why? I suspect the same reason your crazed, violence-prone cult was trying it. We are not a cult, we're just... No, you're right. These particular shepherds like to think of themselves as one, but you judge them too harshly. Crazed and violent? That describes most First Wardens. I've been trying to change that to redirect their purpose towards something better than merely recovering through magical artifacts in the carnival's trash bins. It's just been taking a while, and you, tell me your purpose. Why have you come? Your father sent me. Tread carefully when speaking of my father. He is long dead, and his passing was unkind in its circumstances. No, he's waiting for you at the compound. Antebellum. How do you know that name? My father called me that when I was only a child. When your best friend in the whole world was a tireless bike. I know. He's alive, Anna. My father is dead, of that I'm sure. How you or he came to know these things, though, I do not know, and I would have answers. I will meet with this monarch. I have affairs to settle with the shepherds here first, but I will be at the compound when you return to it. I'll see you at the compound. And that's an exit. Yeah. I mean, you're in First Ward. Everything here is spoopy. Da-ba-da-bum. Oh, look, she's here now. Hi, Anna. They're staring at me, and not with the normal unease, but with sort of recognition. They've seen his paintings. They know you're his daughter. If you must know, my father died in the asylum shortly after the Emperor sent us to First Ward. He went insane from the iniquities he found here, and shortly after the seers dragged him away. Orphaned in the ruins, I went native. Whoever you're talking to isn't my father, but I can see that some part of you wants him to be, and I choose to believe that's born out of compassion and not the same baser agenda. Whatever the case, no one escapes the asylum. This is either a trap or a prologue to something more sinister. You would be good to prepare yourself for what happens next. I have a dialogue that I can say. Calvin Scott escaped from the asylum, you know. I stand corrected. The famous Calvin Scott seems to be the exception in every rule. I've worked hard to get you here, Anna. We can do this. Well, let's get this over with, then. We'll be fine. Start mission. I've been teleported to something. What about you? Okay. Interesting. Oop, card. I'm going to card you. Gasp. My beautiful Antebellum. It really is you. What twisted deception is this? You're not my father. While you labored on all those portraits of me, did you once think to paint yourself? What do you mean? Why look on me with such disdain? If you think you are my father, then think on his face. It does not match your own, monarch. What's wrong, my lord? Is it unraveling? Now tell me who you really are. You will mind your tongue, daughter. I have suffered much to find you. You will not leave me here until you call me kin. And now everybody's shooting. Yeah. An apparition? He's possessed. What are these stains on my fingers? Apparition of Anna's father. Alright. I am dying. These are my last wishes. It may seem quite mad to you, and it will seem so to the others of the compound, but they have known me long... They have known me long that way these days, but tell Anna that she is my Palatine. The throne of the compound will pass to her now. Yes, I heard you just fine. Yes, I heard you just fine. I said take over for a second because there was a phone call. It's a frustrating. It's fine. It's overdone. It's done now. Hey, Nexu. I have a feeling that Hetman will not like your last command. To look on hers, to feel the loss, I cannot reconcile with my own memories, but she is strong and forthright and dear to me still, even with the ties of Bud. She will be a better leader to the compound than I have ever been. I have a feeling that Hetman will not like your last command. Then I will make one more. You will find a way to enforce it. End of the arc. No, it's just somebody called and left a message about my spouse and regarding like their medical information and stuff. So it's like I muted my mic until it was over, and that's why it was like in text, take over for a second, but you didn't look at the text. Talk to Mistress Nadia. Lilith. Dulling our senses to them, yeah. Lemonade overload. Valentine. It's our new contact. Okay, cool. Interesting. I did not get credit for that conversation. I need to do it myself. You will need to talk to Jester. Interesting. Nope. It is still broke. Let me try doing this. Nope, still doesn't work. It broke as hell. Yay! Video game from 2004. Buggy. No. No, I don't. I wonder if I can just force complete it. Nope, not an option. I love it when the game does this. Okay. I'm gonna go to just chatting for a second. Logging out, as we try to get the game to work properly. How's it going, Nexu? Nope, exactly the same result. No change. It's completely borked as fuck. Let me try something else. I now have a new contact, and that's Palantine in the first ward. Let me go see if can I talk to her. I do have the new contact, yes. Yeah. Okay. This might be a door mission. And there is so very much work to do. Yeah, I can pick this one up. Okay, well, I'm caught up with you at least in terms of that one. The other mission is broke as hell, but this one seems to be working. So, I have 3 fluffies, a kitty, and what should I call the assault bot? Well, actually, there's only one thing I can call it. Wait a minute, no. Hang on. Yes, I have Puppy. Yeah, Borker works. Big Borker. There we go. I tried inviting you to a team. What happened to that? Okay, goodbye. Sorry about that. The Palatine already... You come to convince me to let your carnival friends go again? The Palatine already made that command. You're still ignoring it. The only command I'm ignoring is the last one given by the Monarch who wasn't back in his right mind. I don't trust that girl. I don't trust how she magically appeared, and I'm beginning to not trust you. Now speak your mind or go back to the gumbo. The Paladin says you've been having trouble with the Forlorn. Let me guess. You want to help me out? Wait, silly me. Let's say again that with the color obvious turned on. The so-called Paladin wants to make a gesture to both me and the people of the last word by helping out with the ghoul problem. You're her running dog, making sure it all transpires. And you're going to look like a fool for declining my help. I do need the help. Listen, these Forlorn aren't like any ghouls you may have encountered before. They're more disciplined, able to show a measure of tactical acumen on the battlefield. If you're detecting a hint of admiration in my voice, it's because you're missing my point completely. The Forlorn aren't still monsters. Don't forget that. The fact that they can still think only makes them worse. I can handle them. Good to hear, because the last recon patrol I sent out to check on them certainly couldn't. They went into the tunnels outside the compound and vanished. Wait, so you're sending recon patrols into the Forlorn tunnels in the first place? Remember that when we first met, Dust was poking its nose around too close to the compound and I had you deal with it? Same story here. It's called keeping tabs on your enemy, genius. While you're playing fetch with that ineffectual high-talking shepherd girl, I'm still making sure we're all protected. Here. The recon patrol had a portable tracer beacon with them. This tac scanner will hone in on their trail. Find whatever's left of my people and take care of any Forlorn you encounter. I'll find them. Okay. What do we got? Is it the same one you got? Not from what I can see. At least I don't see it in your quest list. Yeah, speak to the Hetman. Mm-mm. Right where I'm at. By the way, we're 7 minutes to the next ad break. We might as well. Now's a good spot. Be right back. Everybody, take 5 minutes of self-care. We're big on that in this house. Be right back. New mission arc. What do we got here? Forlorn. These are the former ghouls. These forlorn have been displaced to the first ward like the rest of their kind. Despite being cured of their bloodlust, they retain a semblance of their strength and damage resistance of their more feral cousins. The compound has sent another kill team. Somebody go warn the warden. We've got another break-in. Why are we fighting these guys? We're doing it because we're trying to make a deal with him to solidify Palantir's power, apparently. I don't feel great about this. End crash. Never stand on the monorail tracks, kids. You never know when a train can come by. Safety around trains. Train girl. That just sounds like peak autism right there. Are we... Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not quite sure where you're going with this bit. Oh. Okay, where's Warden Gorzy? Okay, everybody, just stop. There's been enough violence these last few days. And you, what are you doing, Topsider? You got the smell of gumbo on you, but only slightly. You're a newcomer, but I want to ask what brought you here, or more likely, who forced you into First Ward. That's your own business. I will ask, though, what brings you down into our tunnels? The last few visitors we had, well, they weren't willing to answer that. They were too busy trying to pump us full of lead. Bunch of so-called recon soldiers from the compound. More of a kill team, the way they acted. You know them? You know what? I'm going to exercise my values. That's who I'm looking for, and I mean you, no harm. Between you and me, the Forlorn have bigger troubles than keeping compound yahoos captive. So I'll make you a deal. We'll stay here all peaceful-like until you do something uncool. Then you can speak to the recon soldiers we have locked up. You could even free them if you want, it's your call. But if you have any of them do something uncool, then we're going to go hold you responsible, which is to say, we'll beat you down. And choose carefully which ones you want to save. Their names are Shale and Biddle. The ones named Shale and Biddle are itching for a rematch with us. Understood. Okay. Everybody's friendly now? Everybody's friendly now? Everybody's friendly now? Okay. Everybody got the message. Oh, that's an exit. Yeah. Oh my god, the sign with an exit on it actually is an exit. What the fuck? OSHA exists in this world? What the hell? Oh my god, an exit sign that is actually an exit. Angry OSHA compliance officer. Ah. You're not Biddle. Falco. You come from the compound? Why aren't the Forlorn attacking you? I struck a deal with them. You alright? I'm fine, considering the circumstances. The Forlorn haven't touched us since we were taken captive. I mean, yeah, they fought back when my team attacked them, but that's our fault. We invaded their territory, thinking they were the boogeymen ready to pounce on us at any moment, but that isn't the case. You gonna let me out of here? We'll go back and tell the Hetman that. You're free. Nice. But yeah, not Biddle and one of the others. Okay. Yeah, don't do Shale or Biddle. Don't release Shale or Biddle. Okay, this is Gyre. Simple, I spoke to them reasonably. How are you feeling? A little scared? Who wouldn't be? Let's get out of here and don't cause any trouble with the Forlorn. Music to my ears. I'm gone. Okay. Yeah, Gyre and Biddle are the ones we don't release. Okay, that's the exit. We don't go out the exit, as we discovered. Okay. Halbert. Some of you maybe. How the Forlorn been treating you? Yes, but keep your cool. I want us to get through this without violence. I was hoping you'd say that. Let's make a beeline for the exit. Alright, you can go. Check the next door. Who we got? This is Shale. Yeah, Shale, this is one of the guys we don't want to let go. You from the compound? Who sent you? Long story. You hurt? Not at all. The Forlorn were real gentlemen, but as soon as you get me out of here, I'm going to punch their faces in. Nice. You're a chump and a troublemaker. You deserve to stay locked up. What? Are you crazy or something? If you're siding with the ghouls instead of the Hetman, you can bite me, chomper. Enjoy your stay. The compound doesn't need loose cannons like you. Hi. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I did. And this is Biddle. Did the Hetman send you? He and Palatine both did. How are you holding up? How am I holding up? I'm sitting in a ghoul cell. Sorry, a Forlorn cell. Same difference. What are you there, spokesman for something? Well, here's how it's gonna be. You're gonna let me out, I'm gonna carry out my orders, which are simple. Kill these scumbags. That's exactly the sort of nonsense I don't need right now. You're staying here. Coward. Keep talking. Maybe a few years here will cool your jets, tough guy. It's still giving me the thing saying to see who to set free, making me think we missed one. So, from the looks of it, I would say we haven't missed any. Alright. Alright, and that's when we exit, it looks like. Using the actual exit we discovered earlier. Report your findings to Hetman. Give me a status report on that recon patrol that went into the tunnels. I brought the innocent ones back to the surface. The innocent ones? Are you telling me you left some of my people down there with the ghouls? Only those unrepentant for their crimes against the Forlorn. Aren't you beyond insane? Give me back that tax scanner, you self-righteous dimwit. I'll send another team to finish the job. You left them with the monsters. Monsters, get out of my face. You're making a mistake, Hetman. Goodbye. Lack of cognitive flexibility, or understanding, or empathy. I am composed of empathy. I possess empathy. Yes, so many robots. We are both robot masterminds. So the Forlorn were willing to speak with you, even after the Hetman antagonized them so. That bodes well for any future alliance. Though I've called you it before, my heart, in full, now demands that I risk its repetition. You are my good friend and a boon to all of First Ward. Abused and scorned though we may be, something doesn't quite sit right. Not after your last sojourn in the tunnels with the Forlorn. The Hetman may have said that his impetus for sending a recon patrol into the territories was to gauge the potential threat of the Forlorn. But your report said that the recon patrol had orders to just go in there and start shooting. That sounds like a kill team, not reconnaissance. It doesn't add up. Furthermore, it endangers any chance we had at forming an alliance with the Forlorn. I need you to speak to the leader of the Forlorn, Demetrios Vaskilios, on my behalf as Palatine of the compound and see if some kind of truce can be salvaged from all of this. We need an olive branch. The Forlorn has no reason to trust the compound. You're quite right, my friend, which is why I will deliver to them a genetic resequencer if they will agree to the truce. The Forlorn will be able to cure their feral cousins with such a device, and that is something that I know Demetrius wants dearly. Mistress Nadia and some of my shepherds have managed to contact Dr. Helix, who has agreed to come to First Ward if the carnival can assure her a member of protection. We're still working on that part, but Hetman's watchful eye is making things difficult. Okay. That's an olive branch. Yeah, basically we're doing 2 robot masterminds. One is Bots Emp, and the other is Bots Dark. I think that's a good enough amount of healing and, like, raw tanking and DPS for a good duo, you know? Okay, do you have this? Yes, strike an accord with the firstborn. Okay. Pacific time. More visitors from topside, eh? You look like Kratos. Ah, but you're the guy we want to talk to. Hetman of the compound has stepped up his game, I see. You're no ordinary kill team. Hetman didn't send me. Palatine did. I'm here to strike a truce. Palatine, eh? I've heard of her. Is there some discontent in the rulership of the compound? Some of you want to kill us, others want to strike an accord. How nice. Go back and tell your Palatine that I will have none of it. And tell your Hetman I will eventually wear his neck veins as a favorite bracelet. Do you topsiders even know what the Forlorn have done for you? We're keeping the ghouls back from being able to access the surface. If it weren't for the efforts of my people, your compound would have been overrun with my feral cousins ages ago. On behalf of the Palatine, I thank you for your effort. She has no idea. She can thank us by killing the Hetman. You're not muted to me. I hear you. I'm 90% sure Cat is muted on your stream, Mitha.
Hello. I am saying the words. The words I am saying, they are here.
Can you hear now, Boss Lotus?
Cute girls. I want to kiss them.
I see line levels.
Oh, words. Words, words, words.
Yes. Okay, Boss Lotus says they can hear you now. Okay, which means they haven't been able to hear you on my stream up until this point.
Fun.
This is why, Boss Lotus, I need people like you telling me when there are errors in my setup. Because I would have had no idea if you hadn't told me. She can thank us by killing the Hetman. She'd like to thank you by offering a genetic resequencer instead. If your Palatine can pull that off, she'll have the support of the Forlorn. And if you truly are here on her behalf, then there's something else I will demand. The ghouls have somehow breached the tunnel section's outer containment gates. My second, Noble Savage, is the leader of the charge to reseal them, but he needs help. Help Savage seal the outer gates, and you shall have your reward. It'll be done. Where we go? Through here? Yeah. Oh yeah, we've met before. The feral ghouls have breached the gates in the back of the tunnels. Okay, yeah, we've met him before.
I still don't like the concept of feral ghouls and regular ghouls. It feels like a very thin line delineation, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, like,
It's important to them.
Yeah.
I'm willing to sort of entertain it because it's important to them.
No, the reason I'm just confused of like, well, what makes something a feral ghoul and what makes something a regular ghoul, and you know, why is that delineation?
Being possessed of higher cognitive functions, apparently.
Yeah. But how does one determine higher cognitive functioning?
The use of language.
Yeah, but there are people who are nonverbal, and like, you know, I'm getting more into like.
You're getting very in the weeds here.
Yeah.
And a lot more in the weeds than a game from 2004, I think, was it capable of being. Like, in 2002, I was still trying to convince the SFPD that trans men existed.
The who?
Trans men.
No, what organization?
SFPD, San Francisco Police Department.
Ah, yes.
In 2002, they fucking blew their goddamn tiny minds when I told them that trans men were a thing that existed.
That's funny.
Blew their goddamn tiny ass minds. End crash.
Yeah, no, it's just like I think about, well, how does one determine intelligence? You know?
I had to go on to Cat Stream to see if Cat was muted or just quiet. It's so much nicer when you can hear the whole conversation. Yeah, I didn't know. So it's like, Boss Lotus, I appreciate you for telling me because I didn't know.
Yeah, thank you for letting us know. Is appreciate.
Is appreciate.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about everything and nothing all at once?
Can't hold them back. And the reinforcements.
Like, I guess you could think about it as like zombies, which I think is a little bit more clear. I guess that is kind of what they are. That's what ghouls often are, you know? And it's like... But then we, you know, get into the whole, like, monsters and, like, the ethics of that, which, you know, we're talking about in VTM.
Yeah, it's like, what's the line between a person who is a monster and who is not?
Yeah.
Alright,
How do we know they don't speak a language that we just don't understand?
Exactly.
You know? How do you know that they don't think?
Given what happened with Noble Savage, I think it's fair to say that they do think. They're just having difficulty, like, audio processing and expressing.
Exactly, so... You know, I don't feel great about killing them.
Again, not kill, defeat.
Yeah.
It's an important distinction in this setting, in this particular time and place.
I guess.
Badge earned.
A badge.
Motivator. If those you mentor slack off, you've got quite a few ways to motivate them. They're not all pleasant. It's a side-kicking or exemplaring badge.
Nice.
I think we went different directions.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a big circle. I went to the right, you went to the left. My lights are flickering. That's not a good sign.
In your house?
Yep.
Oh no. Do you want to check the power company real quick, or do you have like alerts set up in that way? You can check.
Not set up that way.
Can you check like a website? Tell you if there's a...
I don't think there is such a thing. It only says whether it's up or down.
Okay.
Besides, I have a tool specifically in place as a power conditioner to protect computer systems on my desk from brownouts, which is actually a very common thing in California. Mostly because I've had too many of my computer systems get toasted by the local power company fucking up. But eventually I just bought something to help protect them. Insurance, you know?
Yep.
Oh, I about lost a robot. I have lost 2 robots. My
Need some help?
biometrics are hitting their warning zones. Yep. I've lost 3 bots. I'm going to go down.
You're... Right.
Lost everything but the big bot. I'm down.
I was just healing you. What?
There are waves of ambushes.
Got you up. Let's retreat. Retreating. I end crashed.
Alright, I'm now set up to take over. Re-engaging.
God, it's so cool that you can just rest your bots, keep fighting.
Yeah, that's something very specifically unique that masterminds can do.
That's so fucking good.
Alright, you should be secure. You should be clear. I'm gonna pick Noble Savage back up. And hit the door panel. Sealing outer gate.
Alright.
Alright, do you need to do the same thing on the other side?
Yeah.
Alright, let's head over to the other side then.
I love the gay rainbow run.
Mm-hmm.
This character was slightly too serious for that.
This character is not. It is
Yeah.
not. I put the gay rainbow run on her. Alright, sending my bots in.
Yeah, because my initial thought was maybe that she's lost some of her girlfriends in that series or something,
Uh-huh.
and that's why she's
Ambush wave.
turned a bit like cynical to the world and stuff, you know?
Lost a bot. Oh, nope, almost lost a bot. They survived. Yeah, the big thing is the boss in the ambush waves that seems to be causing problems.
Just fucking annihilating shit.
Now that we're together, yeah, it's just we don't do so well when we're separated.
We still did really well, though.
Another
You
ambush
know?
wave. I think they keep going until you seal the door.
Yeah, you don't want to click it?
On it. Come on. Okay, the door is sealed. All right, that's mission complete.
What's really cool, too, is with the the Valentine's Day enhancement set on my battle drones, I'm getting so many confuse procs because my battle drones just shoot so fucking often that it just
I've been
massively
seeing them.
overwhelms the resistance to whatever it is, you know.
Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, I see the hearts pop up.
Yeah, the hearts and the blue or the purple are the confused, and the hearts is like a.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mistress Nadia has set up a meeting between Dr. Helix and the Forlorn. I'd like you to attend it. The Hetman has been growing nervous of late, and I must stay here to figure out why. I fear he would do anything to trump an alliance between the compound and the Forlorn, not to mention reforging the bond we once shared with the Carnival of Light. I will need such allies if I'm to secure my title as Palpatine to be fully recognized as the leader of my people. I'm not suggesting a confrontation of violence, only that Hetman's acceptance of Monarch's last command.
I need to clear out my inventory because I have full salvage.
Yeah, apparently I've got a bunch of mess in my inventory too. So apparently I haven't inventory dumped in a while.
Do you want to take a quick break and do that?
I sort of figured I would, it won't take very long.
Okay.
There should be a vendor right around here. Around the compound. Survivor Scrounger. Yeah.
Is there a start vendor?
And he has 25 IOs, which are... Or not IOs, SOs, which are... more than able to fill the gap in some ways. Let's see, maintenance drone. I feel like just dumping a couple of enhanced heal into that one would be good. Now, Assault Bot, you're going to get a big old accuracy. Darkest Night. I think I'm going to dump 2 End Redux in that one.
Finished Celeste. Now, just now, only 1675 deaths.
1,675 death. Yeah, that sounds like a run of Celeste. Yeah, that sounds like a run of Celeste.
Pretty sure I have that many and or more. And I'm nowhere near the completion.
Okay. Solidify Palatine's rule of First Ward. Okay. Mission is now set. I'm getting shot at. I'm just gonna go into the mission.
Do I just sell all my invention salvage on this character, or should I store it?
I would store it, honestly.
Okay.
You never know when you're gonna need it for making IOs.
Well, a lot of it is stuff that I'm kind of out level.
Okay. I'm just gonna chill here inside the mission, wait for you. And talk to Nexu for a minute. Hi, Nexu!
Sorry, there seems to be one more chapter at least. I get a scene.
Guess I didn't finish 2 games in one, Daz. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything in here anyway, so.
So yeah. This week has honestly been more of a mental health week for me. I was dealing with the burnout, something fierce earlier this week. Didn't help the cold I had last week. Doing better now. Current plan, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern today over on TransXP TTRPG. We are going to be broadcasting episode 10, which... well, let's just say it's when things start to go sideways in the VTM campaign.
Some interesting things certainly happen.
Yeah. I've been spending... I was originally going to do 3 days of editing and 2 days of streaming next week, but then my friend over Luna's List came back and said, hey, I want to do a collab day next week on Tuesday, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm doing 3 days of streaming. So still gonna do Full Throttle on Thursday, doing some Cat and Bows collab like this, only next Friday, and I think we're probably gonna do DRG with Luna's List on Tuesday. I'll have a schedule up hopefully soon. Like, I've already made it, I just need to post it. I'm just sort of waiting to make sure nobody like tries to change the schedule at the last minute or anything. Because I told everybody I put my schedule up on Sunday.
I need to go find a start vendor.
I don't
Because
think
need
there's
to
one
turn-
in this zone.
Oh, I'm not on Force Word anymore.
Oh. Yeah, you're in Nova
Or not
Praetoria.
not a start vendor.
There should be a start vendor in Nova Praetoria in the center, like, square. Right where you start.
The you turn reward merits into things. You know what I'm talking about?
No. That's a merit vendor.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're located, honestly. That's usually one where I would turn to the wiki.
There's one also in Nova Pretoria.
Okay. Yeah, you're getting into stuff that I've never even dealt with. There's
I
a
just sell shit. I just turn those all of them into enhancement converters, and then I sell them for lots of money. Yeah, I just had 75 reward merits. I turned them into 255 enhancement converters. They sell for 60,000 each. So you do the math. 60 to 50,000, depending on the day.
Oh, here's a fun. Luna's List is starting a BG3 stream.
Oh, cool. You know if she's ever played it, or is it just a...
Not sure.
So yeah, I currently have 14 million on this character.
I'm chilling inside the entrance to the mission.
Sorry, I just gotta be line noise for 1 second.
Have to be efficient, huh? What else can I talk about that's interesting?
Pretty girls.
I've been
Two things.
boosting trans voices over on my Blue Sky. Trying to do one every day of trans creators speaking out about their own oppression in their own voice. If you're interested in that, all of the info about that is over in my link tree.
All right, that puts me to 29 million.
Yeah. Level
bad.
29?
No, $29 million.
Oh, 29 million imp, huh?
Yeah. Information. I think is what it's called.
That is the sort of money equivalent for gold side, yeah. Information. Over on hero side, see, I remember villain side it's infamy, on gold
Yeah.
side it's information.
Is it like
Remember what it is over on hero side. Ah, influence. In hero side, it's influence.
cool. All right, well, I'm
It's essentially the money system.
Capitalism. Capitalism in video games is not actually that bad. Well, like, you know, like logically, of course, it is the same amount, but there's no real people starving from it, so you know,
Right.
not a big deal. All right, sorry.
But
about
it's like heroes buy and trade their influence, villains buy and trade their infamy. Gold side, they you know, Powers Division buys and trades their information. All right, Demetrios says, they were waiting for us. The Hetman is under orders to prevent Dr. Helix from delivering the genetic resequencer. Under whose orders? Calvin Scott, of course. When I took the Forlorn to First Ward, that lunatic branded us traitors to his resistance. That's why the Hetman and his troops opened those gates. So the ghouls would do the dirty work for him and save the resistance some face. Get up and let's put a stop to all of this. I fear that I am dying. We must rescue the others, Mistress Nadia and Dr. Helix. I believe that Noble Savage is here somewhere as well. Try to help him too. The leadership of the Forlorn will be in his hands after I pass. I'll try to get Dr. Helix back for you. Just hold on, Demetrios. Oh, no, he dies. He just up and dies. Okay. Succumbs to his wounds. Then in that case, that is actually died. Not defeated,
Yeah.
dead. Actually dead.
Can't figure that chapter out. I'm just gonna say you finished the rest. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Did you reach the top? Then you beat Celeste.
Interesting. We're now fighting our own resistance buddies.
Yeah.
We're now fighting our own side.
Yeah.
I mean, it just goes to show that it's like, as you go along, the different factions are, like, factionalizing more and more. As it's like, you have the Crusaders storyline fighting against the, forget what they call the other faction. You could look it up. Oh, there's Nadia. A guy by the name of Hat Trick. You with me?
Yes.
Hey, engaging the boss.
Get absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, the boss didn't last very long, with both of us shooting at him. The Loas protect you, Mistress Nadia says and teleports out. I'll kill all of them. Hi, Noble Savage. He's our big buddy. Big buddy.
And
Big friend. He friend-shaped.
yes.
You killed Demetrios! Making a right-hand turn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back later and do some IOs.
Yeah. Where are bots?
They went around the other side. Like, we went to the right, the bots went left.
Oh, pathfinding.
Yeah, pathfinding. Yay. Human go right. Pathfinding logic go left. Lol, pincer maneuver.
Yep.
Yep, top reached, Nexus says.
Yeah, then you beat Celeste if you didn't do all of the B-sides and everything. Like I think that's okay.
Paperback. You know, I don't think I would want to be called that.
That seems like a terrible superhero name.
Oh, he teleported out. Oh, no, that was Dr. Helix.
Yep.
Okay, we got Dr. Helix out. She teleported out. Okay. Kill team leader. He's a boss. You got no idea what you're up against. Yeah, that's what they all say, my dude. That is like the most cliche-ing ever. Oh, you've been played. You're being played for a fool. My kill team, guess what? We were just part of a much larger plan orchestrated by a hitman. Give me the details now. Why not? You're too late to stop it anyway, and as soon as you left the compound, Hetman declared martial law. That shepherd witch with those carnival freaks are going to be executed along with anyone who sides with them. That's not going to happen. Yeah, I expect it will. The kill team leader expires from his injuries. Take the fight to Hetman. Alright. Says exit out the door. Okay. Oh, it's an instance. This is a instance. Yep, the compound's now full of Hetman's goons.
Gooners? Unbelievable.
To me, I hear the word gooners. I think that's a good thing. This is not a good thing. This is a bad thing.
Depends on what we're talking about. But... Depends what the type of goonin we're talking about, mate.
I guess so. You could use an AoE heal if you could put one out.
Inside the building, do you think?
No idea. Most likely.
We can check there.
Icicle. He's named. Lost a bot. You went inside.
I went down.
No, I'm just letting you know that we're split. Got Noble Savage with me. Down a bot, though.
Gonna need a res.
This is why I warned you. Again, it's like we've got a good like duo going, but it only works when we're duoing. When we get split up, that's when we get killed.
Mm-hmm.
This is literally a case of like unified we are strong, separated we are dead.
Yes.
Okay, I've got full end. I'm coming in. All right. Where's your body? Over there. Oh, he's an EB.
Yep.
Okay. Can I get you guys over here, maybe? Okay, bots. Disengage.
You got guys on you.
I see that. Attempting to do a resummon. Unfortunately, I need one of them to be right here on me in order to do the res because it requires a target.
There's a couple guys up.
Alright, I need one of them to come over here. Come on, guys, over here.
Thank you.
I think that was close enough.
Yeah.
Yep, you're up. And the nice thing about Dark Res is that it heals you to full. Because you literally sucked somebody else's, like, life force in order to do it.
Suck.
Okay, why is that set to aggressive mode? No, passive. Go passive, you motherfuckers. Oh, you aggroed it. Oh no, Noble Savage engaged another group. Okay. I see what's going on. Alright, let's see if we can get back to the center of the compound. Yep, there are still some bosses in here. I knew you would come. How dare you!
Alright.
Alright. We could probably exit at this point.
Yep.
Cool. Alright. Which wants to do an ad break? I suggest we do so.
Alright, doing a quick 5-minute ad break. We'll be right back.
5-minute ad break, everybody do a self-care. Woo-hoo! Okay, we have engaged some self-care. We have just finished Palatine's quest arc. You warned me not to move against Hetman first, and lives were lost because I did so unknowingly. I had no idea that he was taking orders from resistance leaders beyond First Ward, or that my efforts to ally with Forlorn would push his hand to such madness. In a way, he was as conflicted and haunted as the Monarch. These errors are my own to live with. You should know, however, that for the passing of Demetrios, to strengthen the bond between the compound and the Forlorn, I have made Noble Savage my new hetman. Go to him, just as I do. He sees you as a protector of First Ward, and would have your counsel. Shall I inform him that you are coming? Yeah, go for it. I am glad, for I fear his new duties as hetman of the compound have nearly overwhelmed him. Alright, I have a new contact.
This large man is far too gay to be a het man.
Yeah. He is now taken the spot where Hetman was. Hi, buddy.
Watercrest, between you and me, I'm not sure what to make of all this. First, Dimitri's death gives me leadership of the Forlorn, and now the Palatine of the compound appoints me as its new hetman. Have I heard that? The new hetman is a bit... I mean, the last time my kind has made an alliance with those opposed to the Emperor's regime, let's just say it didn't end well. We have found ourselves trading one kind of enslavement for another, but this feels different. The former hetman's military uprising left both the Forlorn and the compound in dire need of supplies. Our defenses, weapons, rations depleted at levels of discomfort. At this end, Palatine and I have been sending out scavenger teams into the Lord, but they've met with little success. Our last scavenger team never returned, and I'd like you to find out what happened to them and to bring back whatever they were after. Well, one of them did return, named Gully. But he's one of the new Forlorn, his mind just recently restored. He only managed to give Palatine and I scattered ideas of what happened. Start by speaking with Palatine. I think Gully's too afraid of upsetting me to give me a full report. I'll speak to Anna about the lost scavenger team. Good. I'll have her advice both as my Palatine and someone that has traveled the First Ward for widen through the shadowed paths. Her insight is a rare thing, very rare indeed.
All right. See, it's a vendor.
You need a vendor?
Yeah, I take a second in vendor. No, you're a contact in PC. What about you? Ballistic.
I have a level up. Alright. Recover aura. Recover aura dramatically increases the endurance return to all nearby heroes for a limited time. Emitting this aura costs you a lot of endurance and takes a lot of time to recharge. That seems really good. Or clear mind. Take recovery aura for now.
There is a merit vendor right here. I found a merit vendor. Right here in the compound. You didn't need to go all the way to Nova Praetoria. Here we go. I'm gonna grab one of these and one of these.
Are you just grabbing the basic enhancements for now?
I'm just putting some SOs in for now. The general idea is I'm gonna come back later and do, once I've got a bunch of inf saved up, go through and do a full 25 IO run of like everything.
Yeah.
And honestly, that'll last me for quite a while. I mean, in theory, it could last me all the way to 50. think we both have the same mission.
Yeah.
Hey Anna, how's it going? Warms my heart to see you again. So what do you think of my new hetman? Noble Savage is a bold choice. The Compound and the Forlorn are united. We are friends with the Carnival of Light again as well. This unification came about only through your help, as did my crown. Your humility in these matters does you great credit. Indeed, all of First Ward is blessed to have found a protector in one like you. What can I do for you now? Noble Savage mentioned the Compound is running short on supplies. We are, as are the Forlorns. The first scavenger teams found little to bring back, though they did not sortie far. The last team felt the mounting desperation, and perhaps this is why they are lost. Savage mentioned that one returned. Yes, a Forlorn named Gully. His team was as bold to enter the Free Fire Zone to accomplish their mission, and though I advised that they use the shadowed paths, they abandoned them for reasons that are still unclear. He is shaken by the experience, and though Noble wants me to, I have not the heart to press the matter just yet. See if you can find out what happened to the scavenger team. You should know this Gully sees you as his savior. Perhaps he will open up to you. I'll talk to Gully.
Oh.
It's nice to get thanked every once in a while for your work.
Yeah. We have the...
It looks like he's around the corner. He's another
Yeah,
NPC in the yard.
I think.
Speak to Gully, last ward. It is an honor to meet you. I am Gully, recently returned from a feral red haze of, well, my previous... I guess I don't have to think about that anymore, thanks to your efforts with Dr. Helix. Tell me what happened to your scavenger team, Gully. I am... And I must admit something to you. The genetic resequencer restored my mind, but it also restored my cowardice. I am afraid that I abandoned my cohorts shortly after we got into the Free Fire Zone. We were using the shadowed paths to raid a dust munitions depot when something went wrong. What went wrong? The shadowed paths weren't safe, at least not for us. Contrary to all the stories we heard, the scavenger team came under attack by an apparition, and I ran for my life. When I stepped back into the real ward, even more apparitions swirled around me, running rampant through the FFZ. What about Dust? They control the Free Fire Zone. Not anymore. From what I just saw, Dust soldiers were firing on one another in panic. When I saw an apparition possess one of them, I knew why. The Free Fire Zone has been compromised by the apparitions, and what remains of the scavenger team is trapped there. Here, take this. It's the same kind of tax scanner that you used before, only it's pretty busted up from the battle with the old Hetman. I tried to repair it, though. The key to the frequency is of my old team members. I'll pick up their trail and find out what's happened to them. Alrighty. Let me know when you're caught up, Kat.
Sure, it's the munitions depot?
Yep, that's the one.
Alright.
It's interesting that it's like, our former buddies are now our enemies.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this happens a little too much on Goldside. It's kind of the nature of Goldside, honestly.
Everybody got their own agendas, and they're always crossing each other.
Yep.
Alright. Let's get all our bots summoned.
You hear the familiar sounds of dust, gunfire, and apparitional scream whispers. According to the damaged tax scanner, the only surviving scavengers are Rare Earth Magnet and Vandermeer. But something strange is interacting with the signals of their tracer beacons. Probably the spirits. I'm guessing these guys might all be possessed. Call me crazy, but that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
Ready when you are. Ready?
Cards.
And secondary mutation.
I'm being shot at. Oh, look. Ghosts. Apparitions.
We got the lovers. Cute.
Though little is known about the origins of the apparitions, it is well documented that they appear to be beings of energy which seem to be powered by pure hatred. They seem almost human at times, as a form can sometimes be discerned from the swirl of energy that makes up their bodies, but no one is quite sure whether this is an illusion or not. The fractured spirit is the weakest type of apparition, with no ability to merge with others. They emerge from specters, either on defeat or by splitting off the specter that lended assistance. Yeah, the Dust Ranger drops almost immediately, and then the Spirit emerges, which seems to be the real enemy here. We're on our own! Graphics glitch.
What?
You'd have to look at the stream. There appears to be a point of interest this way. No, please don't do this.
We got people to our side.
Understood. Yeah, this is Rare Earth, as one of the guys mentioned. We need to rescue Rare Earth Magnet and rescue Vandermeer. Lost my maintenance drone.
We're a little separated here. I'm gonna come up to you.
Yeah, we're separated. Coalesced spirit.
Oh, I see the same graphics glitch on my own end. It's just the beams continuously firing.
Yeah, thanks for the save. These guys are everywhere. What did you get from the guns? You clicked the glowy. What'd you get?
Oh, was there supposed to get salvage or something?
Well, no. Usually you get a clue.
List of salvage you're collecting.
I guess it's retrieving batches of ammunition, which is the current mission
Yeah.
thing. Because the original salvage mission was an ammunition raid. This appears to be an ambush, an honest-to-God ambush. Oh, that's so cute! It's so cute, Cat! They're actually trying to kill us!
Right? Grenade!
Grenade! I love how I'm really changing the conversation. Before it was, what's your location? But now it's just, grenade!
Is that a reference
It's a reference.
to what?
Freeman's Mind by Ross Scott. Of the channel Accursed Farms. He will not follow me, probably because of my stealth field. Maybe he'll stick to you, Watercrust.
Maybe. The other one has a lead in this direction.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh no,
What?
that's just to turn him, turn in. That's the rescue point.
Ah, gotcha. We still need to find the rest of the ammo and the other rescue person.
These robots are so hot that they're alluring even these weird spectral energy machines.
Exactly.
Remember, the first rule of robotics is all robots are gay. The second rule of robotics is all robots are trans.
This one's a boss. Wow.
Yeah, that glitch keeps happening of the...
Yeah, I've seen it happen a couple of times now. Ah, this is the other guy we need to rescue. You really think you can get us out of this? I'm gonna sure as hell try. Ah, more ammo. Retrieving ammunition. Got it. Oh, ambush. Ambush wave.
Neutron down.
I've been trying to clear out the trash. Lost a robot.
A robot.
A robot. A robot. A robot is down. Fluffy 3.1.
Let me see if I can route them.
Well, I've got rare earth magnet on me.
Oh.
Vandermeer got lost, though. Let me just turn the stealth field off. Because it seems to be causing problems. Pulling back, pulling back.
I'll get this.
Rare earth magnet is just standing there.
Is there anything else we need to... We just need to lead them out. We don't need to kill these guys.
Oh, okay. Robots can handle this from here.
Boing, boing, boing.
Okay. While you managed to find the surviving members of the last scavenger team, it looks like the Free Fire Zone has more problems than the last few wardens trying to steal some food and supplies from the area. A dust munitions depot was infested with apparitions and possessed. The whole of the dust cell was in disarray, firing on their former allies. Now I'm putting my stealth field back on. Because now I need to go train up.
Sorry, I'm yawning.
Do we need to, take a break?
Might be sensible.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Remember, we are here to just chill and have fun. And if you're getting tired and need a nappy, then we're gonna go take a nappy. Because we are very big on the self-care here. This is meant to be... This is meant to be... Bonk. Bonk. You're having so much fun with that.
It is a lot of fun.
Tiny rage. Small, but fierce.
I am small.
Your report of the Free Fire Zone is troubling. I have seen the apparitions only from afar, but when my diagnostics deem it essential for my mortal mind to dream, I'm surprised that the dust can't hold the apparitions off. They're crack troops with persona safeguard training. That you saw many of them possessed, missing something here. But I have some suspicions on where to start looking for possible answers. None of it negates the resupply of the compound. Now, don't get all misty-eyed when I say this, but you're all right in my book. Granted, I hear the movie's better, but, well, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. Come on, we got more stuff to do. Theory time! For years, Dust has been using the Free Fire Zone as a training ground, which loosely translates to live fire exercise against any and all targets that it can find here. They do this with full and undisclosed support from an agency within the Cole regime back in Pretoria proper, one that funds them, equips them, and refills their ranks with fresh super soldiers when necessary. They couldn't do this without being in contact with said agency. Word from the Free Fire Zone is that Dust operates a science lab codenamed Arclight. Suddenly went black channel. Either their comms are down or there's no one home. Get into Arclight, find their communications records, and if they ever got a response. Someone in Pretoria may have a way to contain the apparitions, or they may simply be sending in heavier forces. If things are really bad, then they may just be abandoning their cells out here altogether. In any case, we can't afford to be in the dark. We'll need something to bypass the black channel for this to work at all. You're right. And when you're inside Arclight, find a way to temporarily override the communications lockdown. Here, take this ghost band receiver with you. With it, you'll be able to advise from here. Good hunting. All right.
Shall we?
I'm gonna make a suggestion.
Yes.
We got a couple of options. Luna's List is playing BG3. Wasteland Han is playing BG3. And NPC Lee is playing Fallout New Vegas.
We haven't rated NPC Lee in a little bit, have we?
I don't think we've rated her ever. At least
Let's
not
rate her.
you and me. All right. Un momento while I press the said buttons. Thank you everybody for joining us. I hope you had a good time with a little bit of a game from 2004. We're going to be back tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, over on the TransXP TTRPG channel with our show, Blood of the Triad, Episode 10. I'm going to be back next week on Tuesday with some Deep Rock Galactic with Luna's List. And I should have a schedule up on Sunday.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
I should be doing some stream on Sunday as well. I might do another stream or so on the weekend, but I'm not sure.
you almost got that right. Hang on.
No, that's for my channel.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Did your yeah.
My command is BTM.
Yeah, my command is TransXP because to make it more proof for later. If that makes sense.
Fair. I just figured I'd change the name of the command later if we need it, when we do other campaigns.
All right.
It's not that hard for me to change. Anyway, raid channel.
All right, let's go say hi. Also,
Let's
here's
go
my
say-
rated message. I also need to fix that.
Yeah, I need to make an actual raid command. All right. See you at 6 p.m. everybody over on TransXP TTRPG. I hope you had a good time. And remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, take care of the planet.